There's something very special about American muscle cars. I like boosted Japanese engines. I like refined European interiors. But you know what I personally enjoy more than either of those? Raw, unrestrained power. Enter the Camaro 2SS. Pushing 455 horses and a 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, the Chevy throws you back in your seat the way it's supposed to. The Camaro has over half a century of heritage to live up to. Technology is moving fast. Muscle cars now not only can accelerate, but they're expected to turn too. Interiors are getting better, engines are getting stronger, cars are getting smarter. And you hear every day about electric cars coming and V8s going away. While it's sad that technology may be moving beyond big pushrod V8s, right now, at this point in time, modern technology has given us a very, very good Camaro. This is the left pedal, and today we're going to check out the 2020 Camaro 2SS. Chevrolet released the Camaro for 1967. The car had a singular goal to achieve: beat the Ford Mustang. They wanted the Camaro to be the performance pony car, and to this day that still seems to be the objective. 1 minute in the driver's seat makes it clear that the Camaro is more track-minded than the other muscle cars. It distinctly prioritizes speed and lap times. Chevy knows its audience though. Since its inception, the Camaro has gone back and forth on the line between a highway cruiser and a sports car. And by now, they seem to have figured out the secret recipe. You know, I've been driving this car on the beach, and this is when this car really makes sense. The Camaro is a very American car. We drive a lot. I know plenty of people that drive an hour both ways to work. I know I've done it before. And if you're gonna be spending that much time in a car, you want it to be a fun car. And the Camaro 2SS is very, very good at being a fun car. The car is powered by a 6.2 liter LT1 V8 engine. It's rated at 455 horses and 455 torque from the factory. It comes with either a 6-speed manual transmission or a 10-speed automatic. Personally, I'll always prefer a stick shift in a car like this. Unfortunately, the one I got for a review is an automatic, which does take away from the driving experience a little bit, but it's nothing like the slush box automatics that you'll find in old Camaros. It's actually quite responsive. I'm having a lot of fun right now. I'm comfy right now. The car performs well when you want it to, but it's actually really tame when you want it to be. The car does exactly what you tell it to do, which is something that muscle cars and pony cars really aren't well known for. It's like a well-trained beast. It'll be gentle with you, but when you want to go, you just grab it by the horns and it'll scare the crap out of you. The interior is not as retro as the Mustang, and it's not as spacious as the Challenger, but I gotta say, it's just really cool. It's filled with sharp corners and colored accents. It almost reminds me of some of the crazy futuristic dashboards in 80s cars. I know some people don't like the interior of these cars, say it's kind of tacky, and I can see where they're coming from, but I don't care. It's a cool interior, it makes you feel like you're going fast, it makes you feel like you're in a fighter jet or something, and I like it. This is a 2SS, so it comes with some frilly luxury features, like a heated steering wheel, and it's got air-conditioned seats. It also features a heads-up display on the windshield, which is really cool, and an interactive infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, comfortable seating positioning. I gotta say, the visibility isn't great, but other than that, it's a really nice interior. But this is a Chevy Camaro SS. The interior is not what you buy it for. You buy it because you want to open up the V8. When you switch the car into track mode, the steering adjusts to give you more control of the car. The transmission holds you in gear longer. The magnetic ride control will optimize the suspension to be more responsive. The accelerator pedal gets more receptive. The Camaro SS turns into a sports car. The car has 4 modes: touring, snow and ice, sport, and track. The touring mode is really nice, it's really gentle, it's great for getting around town, really. But as soon as you switch it into that sport or track mode,
car turns gasoline into noise. It turns courage into speed. And you know, in this day and age, 455 horsepower really isn't that uncommon, but been driving around all day, I haven't seen one car that I wouldn't put this up against. I feel confident in this car. I've had a Mustang, a Charger, and a Firebird, none of which were as powerful as this car. Yet, even still, I would trust the SS more in the corners than any of those. That being said, it's a heavy car. You're looking at almost 2 tons of metal. You can feel the weight when you're driving it, and you do have to be careful. Once you give yourself some time to learn the car, it's pretty easy to handle. No, it's not a nimble featherweight roadster, but yes, it does handle well. It's got Brembo brakes. It's a pretty competitive car. Not only will the Camaro go fast, stop fast, and stay on the road, it looks good doing it. The Camaro reminds me of a shark. It's terrifying, but it's beautiful. Every line on the car is fierce and aggressive. It doesn't look like it's supposed to move slowly. The design has a purpose and it executes it brilliantly. The body looks exactly the way a modern Camaro is supposed to. It's tasteful and it's refined, and I like it a lot. Really, the whole car is tasteful and refined. It's such a big, heavy car with terrible gas mileage and such an old-school pushrod engine. Driving it is incredibly pleasant. It's tame, it's easy to ride. The car is smooth, it's a cruiser. It's classy when you want it to be, but it's an absolute monster with horsepower on tap when you want it to be. It's a Chevrolet Camaro SS, and it couldn't live up to that name any better.